Well, what was that like at Ford Field, the place you've been to as a kid,
Yeah.
the whole deal, you know?
It's cool. I mean, I was here in 2018 for the Michigan State Championship, Division VI, and I remember walking out that tunnel and being like, this is the coolest moment of my life. And I go out there, I think I had a passing touchdown, two rushing touchdowns, a couple interceptions, and I'm like, man, that's the coolest moment of my life. And then I get drafted by the Lions. That's the coolest moment of my life. Now I'm walking out the tunnel as a Lion, scoring touchdown. I mean, I'm just so blessed. So thankful to God. He's been so faithful to me.
How many family did you have, friends, family did you have?
A lot of people are here. A lot of people are here for sure. I don't know the exact number. I'm sure my mom could tell me. She kind of takes control of all the ticks and stuff. She's got an Excel spreadsheet and everything. So I know there's a good amount of support from back home today.
Have you made a confidence level right now? Where is it at? Dan was saying it's steady growing and growing. Where's your confidence level at right now, man? Compared to when you first, entered and started.
Yeah, I mean, as a rookie, you never know what to expect. So you come in, just kind of wanting to grind it out, earn the respect of the vets, and I think that's been the biggest goal of mine. With the way I catch the ball, the way I block. Obviously, I think I've gotten a lot of praise for that. So I just want to continue to build on that. Obviously, one more preseason game, then we get to the regular season where things really ramp up. So I just want to continue to build trust in the vets and do what I can out there.
I know you're focused on your performance and stuff like that, but have you kind of made it a point to really take in and just feel how surreal all of these moments have been?
Yeah, I mean, I'm out there sometimes, and I'm thinking, I'm sitting on the bench, I'm looking at the field, like, holy cow, this is real life for me right now. So there's definitely moments where I'm soaking in, but for the most part, I'm trying to, keep my head focused on what I need to focus on for the game.
Rookies normally kind of stick together. Is Jackson a great example of it doesn't matter where you're drafted, that you can come in and make plays 2 weeks in a row. You guys have 2 touchdowns together the last 2 weeks. And looking from inside that room, just how much have you appreciated what he's done?
Yeah, no, I love Jackson Meeks. He's a great kid. Obviously, it's been cool to go back-to-back weeks with him scoring a touchdown. I think he deserves a lot of love for the plays he's making out there. I mean, he's a real grinder. He's obviously doing a lot of things on special teams too. So I think he's really finding his role in this offense. Really, fighting to get a position on his team, and I think he's earned it. I think he's done so many good things out there, and he's a really smart kid and a really good kid. And obviously that receiver room were really tight. So I'm glad to have him on the team.
What do you personally feel like you've grown the most since you got here?
I think in every aspect. Obviously, I played a lot of inside in college, so now that I'm working outside, I think I can just continue to work on everything. Obviously, Coach Montgomery's been helping us out so much. He's helped me grow a lot, so I just want to continue to build on those things.
Your production may be a surprise to some people, fans or whatever. Is it a surprise to you at all, how much you're producing so far?
Tough question. Obviously, I have a lot of confidence in myself. I never know what to expect. Obviously, it's been great to get the targets from these quarterbacks who, they're – and I mean, I was watching the play I scored on. Great protection, gave Kyle enough time to pump it and throw it up. So I think there's just so many things that go into, my performance that people don't even notice. So, yeah, I think I've done some great things, but I mean, it's a credit to everyone around me for sure.
What did Kyle do that worked so well today for you guys?
I think he just gets in a rhythm. He just needs a couple plays to get going, and once he gets going, his confidence level is high. He's got great protection up front. He's able to go through his reads, so I think it's just a confidence thing, and these past 2 weeks he's really been balling.
You just mentioned Meeks, but there's a couple other rookie receivers in that room. Has it been nice to kind of go through with some teammates at your position who are kind of starting at the ground level like you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we got a really tight room. So just be able to grow with these guys. Obviously, since rookie minicamp all the way until now, we've been learning the playbooks together, being at the facility 13 hours a day for camp together. So you really become a brotherhood when you're hanging out that much. So it's just been a blessing to get to know these guys who are, grinding their ass off every single day.
Do you think one of your trademarks is using your size to win contested balls, and as we've seen so far, is that what you do?
Absolutely, that's definitely a big aspect of my game. Definitely bigger than the DBs out there, so use that to my advantage. Obviously, on that play, it wasn't the ideal look we were looking for, but Kyle had enough faith in me to know that if he threw it up, I was going to go get it. So kind of really just boxed that DB out and made a play, and that's just a testament to my size for sure.
Brad Holmes has said that you were his favorite receiver in the draft, and a third-round pick when he moved up to get you. What does that say? What does that mean to you? What does that say to you when that's out there, that out of all the receivers, he targeted you?
I mean, it means a lot. I think the biggest thing for them was just watching the way I was at the Senior Bowl. I remember Brad Holmes talking about the way I was blocking, and that's just kind of the mentality I've always had. Even if I'm not getting the targets, I'm going to be out there blocking safeties, getting in the run game. So he said I wasn't the most talented receiver. He said I was his favorite. So
That's true.
I mean, that's fair. For me, it's just the way I play the game, and I think they saw that and they really appreciated that.
Coach said he was impressed on how you continue to build, week in and week out. What does that mean to you to see your trust level going up in Coach King?
And that means a lot. For me, it's just consistency. You're not going to make a play every single play. There's going to be plays where you get down, but you can't get down on yourself. You got to be able to flush it. You got to be able to get in that playbook, watch film, learn what you can work on, figure out the things you can continue to build on, and just go from there. So it's just consistency, I think, is the biggest thing. And it's nice that, coaches seeing that out of me.
You said you were excited when your hometown team picked you from Detroit.
Yeah.
But then when you look at the roster and so many weapons they already have, was that a little daunting to know that there's lots of positions already filled?
I wouldn't call it daunting. I'd say it's a great thing, and those are the guys I'm going to be learning from. To be able to learn from, Saint, J-Mo, Leaf, I think is an incredible leader. He's a great dude. Tim Patrick, those are all just guys who play the game the right way, play the game so well, do so many things the right way, and then obviously they make plays out in the field. So I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this room, to be able to learn from those guys.
Did you have any one moment during camp that were like a little bit intimidating or a little bit, oh boy, or anything like that at all for you?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm lined up out there, I'm not really thinking about, oh crap, this dude's out there, this, that. For me, it's just, I just got to focus on what I got to do for that play.
We know you have the custom-made TeSlaa jersey. Do you have a custom-made TeSlaa in Madden, maybe? Scored a touchdown in a video game before you got here?
No, I'm actually, I don't play Madden at all. I'm more of a Fortnite guy. That's what I stick to.
So thanks, guys.
One thing, people are trying to come up with a nickname for you. Where do you stand at that? Some have sort of been iffy.
I know what you're talking about. They're all great. To be able to be compared to Megatron is a great thing. So I think they're fun. I don't know what's going to stick, what's not going to stick, but it's having fun to see the names that people are coming up with for sure.
Right.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Just in terms of your confidence of playing that, obviously you didn't play it a ton in college, but just over the course of a year, having a whole year now in that room and having done it, you just look a lot more comfortable. Is that fair?
Yeah, I would say just being in the room, having T-Choice there, having obviously the vets be there to help coach me up, see the holes, and just trust my teammates that they're going to make those blocks.
Coach Campbell told us today that he calls you a dirtbag. Does he call that to your face, or is that not it? He did say you are the one that he wants, dads want you to marry their daughters, but he did call you a dirtbag.
Kind of backhanded, but we'll just have to talk about that off camera, I guess. But I've never heard it before, so I don't know.
It's in terms of your physicality.
Right.
I think it's like a dog with a DAWG.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'll take it, but yeah, definitely did these practices, this last practice as well as this game. I wanted to definitely show that I do have that dog mentality or that physicality to be able to come out and compete.
Quick thought on the way Sailor's ran today. He ran hard. He's done that all camp, I guess,
Yeah,
since he got here.
I mean, Sailor's been great in our room, as well as Dion. All the other backs that came. They're helping us, and so there's a lot of coaching. But when we get on that field, it's just you're out there, just go make plays.
You told us earlier this week you make no assumptions about anything when we get to the end of camp. How does that inform the way you play once you finally get out there?
Shoot, I just try to go out and just have fun, and just make the right decision when I have the ball in my hand, or not.
Do you feel yourself getting better?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I do feel a lot more comfortable on the field.
How did you feel about your performance today and just kind of getting back out there fresh for the first time preseason?
Yeah, I felt good. Definitely felt more comfortable. Was excited to get out there for the first time this preseason. But eventually, it ended up in a loss. So obviously, we still got some work to do.
What's the biggest difference between Scotty Montgomery and Tashard Choice?
Not a huge difference. They're both smart guys. I'll just say Tashard just played the position before, so get another side from him. Oh, it's been good. I mean, what you see on the field is what you get in the in the room. So if you talk to any other boys, you'll know.
I was just talking about this with Isaac a second ago. Looking at the play calling for this defense, he says it matches Shepard's personality. Would you agree with that?
100%. Aggressive, physical, flying around. I mean, emphasis on aggressive. I like it a lot.
Does that suit you better, that style?
Definitely, I believe so.
I'm sorry if you've been asked this already, but you've seen a lot of plays made in camp from Whiteside. What have you seen from him as he's come in here and done some things out there in the corner?
He's a good player. I mean, he's physical. He's a big corner. He's sticky. He's a good player.
To go back to Shep for a second, how soon do you realize this is what's up with that guy, personality-wise and with what he's bringing to the unit?
Probably first meeting in the springtime. We already knew, who Shep was. First meeting in the springtime. He has a certain level of intensity about him. He's a good coach. He's aggressive. I like him. He's a good coach.
I just wanted your thoughts on Eric Hallett, guy who's sort of like you, doing a little bit of everything right now and playing some safety as maybe his natural position, learning corner, opposite of you. Just kind of thoughts on what he's done so far this camp.
He did a great job playing nickel, playing corner outside, playing safety, strong and free. I mean, I think he's on a hell of a job, in these games and practice. Every day he's getting better. I think he has, a bright future.
You guys, I don't know, can you help him at all, being a vet who's kind of doing the same thing, learning a different position? And
I feel like we help each other, the meetings, after practice we talk, during practice we talk. He's a sponge, he's a smart guy. I like being around him. He's a good player.
I think we know what Isaac's kind of about through 3 weeks of camp, but Jackson keeps making plays as well. Meeks, and you've thrown touchdowns to him the last 2 games. What have you seen about his growth and development that you've kind of built this early trust in him?
He's a good player, man. He's been great in practice. Just finds a way to get open in games. He's just there, and when the ball comes his way, he usually catches it and makes the play. So we got a lot of confidence in him.
Is that something you've had to develop in your career? When you were younger, would you be able to bounce back as well as you did?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it was early in the game. It was just we knew we could move it on him, and we were just kind of hurting ourselves and missing a little bit. And it wasn't anything crazy. We didn't have turnovers or anything. It was just settling in a little bit, and you just get one first down here, first down there, and you start moving it, and you get in a rhythm. So, yeah.
It's a really big, broad question, but what is it about this offense that suits you so well, Kyle?
It's a good offense. It's a really complete offense. I feel like, I have answers in every play. I know where to go with the ball versus every coverage, and I just feel confident when the play's called that whatever they run, I'm going to know what to get to, and that's a good feeling. And it's a dense offense. Like we talk about a lot. There's a lot of stuff in it, but we do a really good job of coaching it and knowing where to go with the ball and getting guys in the right spots.
Do you feel like you took another step forward today?
I don't know. I mean, I just think every day I come out to practice or in a game, it's just how good can I execute? How good can I do my job for the guys around me and keep playing. I know my ability and I know how good I can be. It's more about just being consistent.
I know you're not getting any run with the frontline receivers here in these games, but just the job that guys like Meeks, TeSlaa, to have targets like that to look for and for them to make the catches. Just talk about their execution in this offense with you.
Oh, it's been awesome, especially for young guys coming in here and playing early, getting their first couple starts, and they haven't blinked. The lights aren't too bright for them. Tesla's made some great plays in the red zone. He's really reliable. Just throw a 50-50 ball to him, give him a chance, and usually good things come from it. So it's been awesome.
You guys have one game left for the preseason, and obviously you haven't looked at the tape yet. But early on, what are some things you think you guys need to probably clean up moving forward?
I just think there's a lot of penalties today. It's always the preseason stuff. It's hurting yourself. It's just the little things, and that's things you got to work through in preseason. And hopefully you iron those out before the season comes.
Yes, sir. I feel like I went out there, I made plays, but there's a lot of stuff I still got to clean up. Like on that touchdown, I was short on my depth. It's some forced defenders I didn't get to in the run game, and it's just a lot. It's some stuff I got to clean up still. But I feel like I went out there and I did the most with my opportunity. But like I said, it's still stuff I got to clean up.
What does that do for your confidence, though, when you are able to make the most of your opportunities and also execute when called upon?
To keep it 100% honest, I'm a very confident person regardless. So just going out there, just being able to do what I know I can do, it's a blessing. Just being able to go out there and show the fans, show the coaches, show my teammates that I'm dependable, and no matter what position I'm at, no matter what position I'm in, I'm going to try to do what I can do to help the team.
It really seemed like the offense was clicking along pretty well. Just give me a sense of the handle that Kyle has on it and knowing where to go with the ball and how that helps you guys make those plays.
I feel like Kyle did a great job today. Both of our quarterbacks did a great job. It's just, when everybody does their job the right way, the offense clicks. So it's like the small details of things, like getting your depth on routes, like getting inside shoulder on a route, getting outside shoulder on a route. So just being able to click on all cylinders, that felt really good today.
So with just one more preseason game and then cuts coming on the 26th, how do you approach this week, I guess, mentally and as well, physically making sure that you optimize your situation and your opportunities?
I just control what I can control and, go out there and play football. What I've been doing this whole time, what I've been doing my whole life, just going out there playing football. Like, it's not really – people mess up when they try to overthink the process. Like, regardless of what you do, like, the GM, the coach, they're going to make the decision regardless. So just being able to go out there and show them who I am, like, through my play, not through words, I feel like that's the best thing I could do this week.
The journey from Georgia to Syracuse, and then being able to kind of come in here and pretty much hit the ground running. How much do you think your experience, I guess, in college kind of prepared you for this moment? I guess
Georgia definitely prepared me for the NFL. Just for the side of things is kind of business wise. I'm like. At Georgia, it's a lot of 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. A lot of people that can play football there. So having to wait my turn, having to sit behind great players that's doing the same thing in the NFL that they was doing in college, that prepared me for this moment. Just to show that all I need to do is go out there and make a play with my numbers called on. Not worry about anybody else, not worry about any of my other teammates. Just worry about what I can do best, to be able to go out there and show who I am, like I keep saying. But Georgia and Syracuse taught me how to be a leader. I brought everything I learned from Georgia, and I brought it to Syracuse, and we had one of the best seasons there in, 15 years. So, honestly, man, just both colleges, they prepared me for this moment, and all I can do is go out there and play football and continue, to grow.
When you come in as a UDFA, you're facing an uphill battle just to make the roster. How much did that competition at Georgia, I guess, kind of prepare you for what you would probably face here in the NFL? I guess just the idea of having to fight for everything you got.
Yeah, like you said, at Georgia I was the underdog. In high school I was the underdog. Like I've always had to fight an uphill battle, and honestly, I didn't expect anything different from the NFL, being honest. Like, I had 1 year of college film that I played receiver. So, of course, I wasn't high on a lot of people's draft boards. I don't have a lot of film to go off of. But at the end of the day, I'm out here showing that I can play football. Whether it's undrafted, first round, second round, it doesn't matter. Like, when we put them pads on, we put our helmets on, it's about who's better than who.
Going back to last week, obviously you had the big catch downfield from Kyle as soon as he got in the game. Can you talk about what that moment was like, and did that kind of give you, I guess, even more confidence, heading into obviously this week?
Like I said earlier, I'm a pretty confident person regardless. But having those plays, making those plays, those definitely boost your confidence. Like, it just gives you that feeling to know that, man, I could do this. Like, I'm up here with the best players in the world, and I'm one of the best players in the world, and I can actually do this. So just being able to help Kyle's confidence out, help Hendo's confidence out, every time I catch a ball, I know that it'll help the team get in motion, to win the game. That's the ultimate goal.
What did you think of the way the offense clicked, that two-minute offense, particularly with Kyle out there?
It was Hendo out there when we was running the 2-minute offense, but it was clicking good, like it was all game. But like I said earlier, both quarterbacks did great today. Both showed what they could do, and honestly, man, I hate that we didn't finish how it was supposed to, but we was moving the ball well, and the DB made a great play. Like, you can't really say too much about that. He jumped the flat route, like, he made a great play. So, yeah, man, we was clicking on all cylinders, and hopefully we could keep that going, into next week.
You just kind of assess your camp so far and how you've been playing, and what this means on top of that.
I feel like it's been up and down in terms of good games, bad games, things like that, and I feel like, but overall, I think it's been trending up, and I feel like I want to keep building upon that and keep getting better and better. I feel like I did last year in the preseason and throughout the season. But yeah, I feel like I've definitely been getting better and more comfortable and more confident with how I've been playing.
There were a couple times this defense sent 5, 6 rushers in at the quarterback. What do you think of the play calling and the aggressiveness that you've seen?
I think it was really good. Yeah, it was really clean. Like you said, yeah, we were sending pressure, trying to get after the quarterback, and I think it's very indicative of Coach Shep's personality, because that's how he is on the sideline. Very fiery guy, very coming at you type of guy. So it definitely shows in the way he calls the defense. But I love it. I think it's fun. I think it's hype to be moving around, and it puts everybody in a position to make plays. And if any given down, you can make plays because you're always slanting and blitzing and things like that. So it was really cool.
The sack you had, the one that counted, was that did it come from an interior position? Were you sort of
yeah, I was in the 4-eye position,
Yeah.
so I was inside shoulder to tackle. So yeah, he just came down and
knocked him offside, right?
yeah, and I kind of went outside because his momentum was going in, and I was able to bend the edge. So yeah.
Is there some growth in your game? I mean, obviously we see you as an edge sort of guy, and you got to be able to slide inside in some of these packages. But I don't know, is that something new for you?
Yeah, it's definitely something new. It's definitely something I've been working on, getting more comfortable with this camp. I put on a little bit of weight, so being able to show that versatility to slide us inside a little bit and then also come off the edge, I feel like that'll only be beneficial to my game. So yeah.
You put on the weight this offseason? So
Yeah.
What are you weighing right now? How much did you add?
Right now I'm about 270 right now.
okay.
Yeah, so I put on a hefty bit of weight.
15 pounds. What did you put on? You think?
I mean, probably 8-10 pounds.
8,
So,
10?
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever ask you to do any of that inside stuff at Ole Miss anyway?
A little bit when we go into cement front stuff at Ole Miss for a little bit, but it wasn't really something I did a lot. Yeah.
And so why did you do that? Was that part of trying to create a role, do more things to try to make the roster?
I just wanted to be stronger, honestly. I feel like when I was looking back at some of the games, setting the edge, I wasn't very firm in some of those games, especially the Minnesota game. I watched that a lot, and just seeing that I need to get stronger. So that was really the main thing. And then this being able to play in the 4-eye at big end is just kind of a byproduct of that. Yeah.
Maybe a silly question, but how did you do that? Was it hitting the weights more, changing your diet?
Yeah, I mean, I was here the whole off season pretty much. I was here training with Coach Schuler and them, and I got with the dietitians and things like that. And then also I was, making sure that I just ate well, eating good and eating often, and then working out here. They really got me right here, so yeah.
What'd you add to the diet or cut out, if anything?
I didn't really cut out much. I was just eating what was at the facility, but I just did it more. I just ate more. Yeah, so I just ate what was at the facility, but just added a little bit more to it.
Counting calories?
Oh no, I can't count calories. I already know I can't count calories because it'll get too weird. So I was just if I felt like I could eat more, I would just eat a little bit more. Not to make myself too big and throw up or nothing, but if I felt like I wasn't full, I would just keep eating, and it kind of just helped out.
Have you noticed more power to your game then? Or
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I feel like, all right, bro. I feel like I've been able to hold a firmer edge, and I feel like in terms of my power rushes and things, I feel like they've looked a lot better this year. So yeah, it's definitely helped.
What do you getting that little taste of it last year? What do you think that means to you now? How does that help you be a better player right now?
It's just something to look back at and build off of, and see where you made mistakes and see where people were able to take advantage of some of your weaknesses, and then be able to work on that the whole offseason. So that was a big thing. I just wanted to see what I messed up on, see what I got wrong, and then go back and work on those things in the offseason so that I can showcase that I can fix those things and keep getting better when the season comes around.
Is that where the power came in? You noticed maybe you need to be a little firmer on the edge?
Yeah, exactly.
And then, got a week left here in the preseason, so how do you sort of approach this next week? Dan said this whole defensive line is playing pretty good, and obviously you had a nice game today. So how do you what's your mindset here for this next week?
My mindset is to never get too high, never get too low. I mean, that's what Coach always preaches, and just continue to steadily grow. And I think just being intentional with every rep, because that's one big thing, especially being on a team with Hutch and watching him every rep in practice and in all things, it's he's very intentional with what he does, and I feel like that shows with how good he plays on the field, and that's something I feel like I really need to do, be intentional.